It's been a back-and-forth series so far, and a capacity crowd is on hand to see if their guys can fight to live another day. It's Game 5 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Corey Kluber gets the call in Game 5 in front of the hometown faithful. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, this is somebody you've got to get up in the zone. His out pitch is the sinker ball. And if he's working that thing down, it's going to be a long game for the hitters.
Brett Gardner heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Hot shot to third. A dive. He's got it. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
Settling in now, Andrew McCutchen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, you just have to wonder as these guys approach this Game 5 whether they feel like they let one slip away last time out. They had an elimination game at home, and they couldn't close it out. You know that's got to hurt a little bit. And now here they are faced with trying to win a game on the road where, let's face it, they've had some struggles.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. McCutchen moves well on his way to second now. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a one-out double. Gary Sanchez will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with two big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Number 30 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Kluber pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're able to get the runner to third in the opening half inning, but can't bring him around. Yankees nothing. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Jason Kipnis is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee-high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And here's a ball hit in the air. After it is Gardner. But this will land untouched. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. His second home run of the series as the Tribe move out in front 1-0. Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Stepping in, Michael Brantley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
This is hit softly to third. And, oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left. Into the box, Francisco Lindor, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Hard hit ball to second. The second for one, on to first, and they get the double play. Hunter Pence will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Number 99 will get his first cuts here. Kluber steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle.
Oh, wow, what a stop. Oh, and he loses it on the exchange from glove to hand, and he won't have a play. Greg Bird will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So striding in, Starlin Castro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Pence has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Number 36 steps into the box. He's set. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take the strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brantley is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Julio Lopez gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch on its way. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Brantley's able to get it in, and that runner will have to hold on at third base.
The left fielder, number 11.
So stepping in, Brett Gardner, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone is going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His first homer here in the series as the Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead.
And on the mound, when he got that second out, you had a feeling maybe he's going to work his way out of this. Well, think again. That's a worst outcome possible right there.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike one. Back to the drawing board now for that man after the grand slam.
Yeah, with 2 outs, that absolutely killed him.
And there's ball one. Two and one. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Gomes is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So one more look at the big blow in the inning for the Yankees. A grand slam home run. Leading off the inning, Carlos Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Carlos Santana.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. This one's flared out toward left. In there, a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Ronnie Chisenhall settles into the box for his first chance. Fly ball out toward left center field. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. The relay, and he's safe. Yan Gomes stands in for the first time. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Jose Ramirez gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And he misses again, 2-0. 3-0 now. Jason Kipnis would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Set. Here's the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. From the stretch, Jason Kipnis is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They trail it 4-1. Gary Sanchez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Two and 0. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend, and he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Now in the box, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. On to first, the double play. Number 99 stands in. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Yanks held in check as they hold on to a 4. Number 30 steps in now.
Leading off for the Tribe, center fielder, number 30.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Tanaka's ready. 1-0 on its way. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now. Digging in, Francisco Lindor. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And that splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready on 1-2. And another foul ball. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 1-2, here it comes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. Greg Bird is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Kluber sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number 14.
Starlin Castro is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 36.
Number 36 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Number 30 is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they lead it 4-1. Leading off the inning, Hunter Pence, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Castro. And a rather easy first out.
The first baseman,
Carlos Santana walks into the box. Reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that misses inside 1-0. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Lonnie Chisenhall is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. He pulls this one into right, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Into the box now, Yan Gomes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Tribe. They trail it 4-1. Julio Lopez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Brett Gardner steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. He's got it. 1 there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Andrew McCutchen steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. So an unfortunate turn of events for him here as he's going to be forced to leave the game due to injury. And hopefully it's nothing that keeps him out of commission for too long. Jaime Garcia will be summoned now to take over following the injury. Runner goes for second. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Gary Sanchez stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More coming up from Game 5. Leading off the inning, Jose Ramirez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he falls behind 0-2. Tanaka into his motion. Here it is on 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count.
Hang on. This is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series. And the Tribe has clawed back a bit. It's now a 4-2 score. Jason Kipnis stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit well again. Down the right field line. Swinging a looper to left. Gardner has it in his sights. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting,
Number 30 digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Here's Castro for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But the Tribe draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. 5. Chris Davis makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hit hard to short. Lindor comes up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
now batting, number 99.
Number 99 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Tap foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
In tight with the slider. 2-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Greg Bird will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Leading off the inning, Francisco Lindor. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Hunter Pence will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2. Carlos Santana will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, nothing in 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians go down quietly. Still down by a count. Starlin Castro is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Starlin Castro.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. That's wide, 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Still going back. Gone! It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. His first homer here in the series. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there, and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Now batting, number
Standing
36.
in now, number 36. As he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And the Bombers have it going here, as this is also good for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Ready now, Julio Lopez. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. One out. Brett Gardner will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Grounded back up the middle. Lindor takes it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Andrew McCutchen ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 5 runs, 8 hits. And 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that will stretch the lead to 4 now.
And you wonder if maybe this one is the one that finishes things off. That's going to make this a 6-2 game now. And with time running short, 4 runs might be just a little too much to make up the way they've swung the bats.
But the runner's back easily. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. It's the Yankees. Lonnie Chisenhall will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Designated hitter, Lonnie.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
This is down the left field line, and Gardner won't have a play. It's a foul ball. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit. Yan Gomes stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
There's one. Striding into the box, Jose Ramirez. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Low with the splitter, ball one. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
I think that's been his best pitch so far in this game. Guys just haven't been all that close to it.
McCutchen is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Jason Kipnis strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. Taken high and deep to right. Going back is the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Indians leave one. They still trail here. It's Robbie Wright will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Chris Davis will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. Ramirez is there on to first, and there are two down. Greg Bird gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded to the right. Kipnis has it on to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Tyler Kluber is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tyler Kluber.
Number 30 steps into the box.
Leading off with a drive. Center
and he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Left fielder number
Michael Brantley comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away. Francisco Lindor will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. That's inside. 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Starlin Castro will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue Here it was back in the 7th inning. A solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. First offering on its way. Grounder down the line at third. Ramirez over to his left. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting,
Number 36 stands in. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. That's popped up now towards short right field. Kipnis is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Julio Lopez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. Dylan Betances will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Hunter Pence will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the 9th.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Carlos Santana comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Out in front of it, strike 1. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
2 out, nobody on. And the Yankees have cleared their first hurdle. They're headed to the AL Championship Series.
Well, you know, their work is not done yet, but they've done what they needed to do up to this point. And they take care of business here to punch their ticket to the ALCS.
And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Brett Gardner. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the AL Division Series on MLB The Show.
In Game 1 of the NLCS, the Cubs right fielder, number 22, grabbed 3 base knocks as the Cubs downed Miami.